I've still got a lot of fire left in me.
Wait, I think it's on. Do I push your... Aaron, we're live. We're live.
Moose.
Sorry.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Erin, and on behalf of my co-chairs, Mike and Kathleen, and our entire Run of Hope committee, we want to welcome you to the 12th annual Run of Hope Seattle virtual style. Here with me is the famous Paul Dudley, better known as, I should say, Moose Lips to all the kids, and who every year since the start of the Run of Hope has kind of been our captain of fun, my fellow MC, and we're so grateful to have you here today with us again, Moose Lips.
Erin, you are amazing. She is the inspiration. She is the engine that drives this compassion-building machine that is the Run of Hope. I'm honored to be here. Virtually, it's kind of a strange thing. It feels a little bit different.
A little weird, not gonna lie.
A little weird. I mean, like last year, where's all the goose poop? This is the Four Seasons. I actually brought some with me just so I could step in it, just to make it real.
Normally, we're at Seward Park with 2,500 people, so it's a little weird to be in a hotel room. But you know what? The Four Seasons Hotel is where we're at in Seattle today, and they've always been our partners since day one.
So awesome.
This is a joint effort by the Four Seasons Hotel Seattle and the Pediatric Brain Tumor Research Fund at Seattle Children's Hospital. So they've been such amazing partners with us. We couldn't do it without them. So they're letting us live stream here today since we can't be at the park with goose poop. But we do have a video to show you that gives you some background about our partnership and why we're here today and why raising money is so important.
And make sure you log and make sure you're here. Make sure you tell your friends about this. We're going to have a lot of stuff, amazing program this morning. And here's the video.
I always thought I would want to do something that I felt was really worth doing. And I couldn't think of anything better than trying to cure cancer.
I'm helping Avery.
I'm helping Max.
I'm helping Tori.
I'm helping my son.
I think the best title for what I do is that I'm a pediatrician for kids with brain tumors. My technical title is a pediatric neuro-oncologist. My role is really hard sometimes, especially when I have to give bad news.
It's an incredibly difficult conversation to have, and every time I sit in a room about to give that talk, I just think what I'm feeling is a drop in the ocean compared to what the family is about to go through.
I'm helping my niece.
We're helping our granddaughter.
I'm helping kids in my son Victor's memory.
So I remember the pediatrician actually asking me if I was sitting down. We mustered all of the courage and the strength. So we packed our bags and went to Children's, and we really put our faith in the doctors and the caregivers there. And very luckily, we were sort of indoctrinated by a strong community of other people who had gone through this before us.
I'm helping Rohan, my friend.
Kids like my brother.
In memory of Sarah.
I'm helping future survivors like me.
What you find out when your child is diagnosed with cancer is there isn't a lot of money in pediatric research. And the sobering reality is that, less than 3% of federal funds are given towards pediatric cancer research. So we have to find ways to come up with it ourselves. And that's why, the philanthropic support and community events and the Run of Hope is so important, because that's the way it's going to make progress, is by raising money through these events.
The Pediatric Brain Tumor Research Fund has raised over $3.5 million so far through Run of Hope and other mechanisms of funding. And frankly, that has enabled us to cooperate and move new candidate therapeutics forward at light speed, even compared to very common cancers like breast cancer and prostate cancer. They look to us as examples of how to do this right.
The more support that we have from the community, the stronger a position we are, not only to use the funds that were generously being given by them, but also to leverage that into getting even more funding and other exposure in other arenas.
Something like a Run of Hope. That's how I think I can help my son. I want to give him all my strengths, all my happiness, all my humor, and to help him go through this.
When you're dealing with cancer, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon.
One thing that's unique about the Run of Hope and PBTRF is that all overhead costs are already They raise money separately for that. And then 100% of funds raised at the Run of Hope and any fundraising efforts throughout the year that they do go directly to Seattle Children's and their research.
There are some expenses, but we have secured corporate sponsorship to pay for those expenses. The Four Seasons, as a corporation, has a deep connection to cancer research, and it's an important corporate objective of theirs. They usually do that in the form of a fun run or a 5K, which is what we do, and that's how we basically got started.
When I found out that I was ill, I was scared, but I knew I had a lot of people supporting me, and that helped, and I knew that I could do it. I could get through it.
I am helping to inspire kids to kick cancer in the butt.
I'm helping kids like me.
It's one of the things that I love about being in Seattle is that we're all working together. So parents, researchers, doctors, the nurses that are taking care of these kids. It feels like we're one big team, and we're going to beat this.
And you can help.
And you can help.
And you can help.
So there you got to meet some of our warriors like Keaton and Avery and Martin, and you're going to get to meet more of our warriors as the program continues, so stay with us. And you know, I know it goes without saying, but this year has brought to light so much suffering in the world. The pandemic, the threat to our civil liberties, all of the fires, the list goes on, and it's big. We know that there are numerous causes to support out there, and rightly so. We need to be supporting them. Yet cancer remains a devastating reality. There's no pause button for cancer. There are many families who have lost children during this pandemic from this disease, unable to have proper services with their family and friends. There are also many battles going on at the hospital right now, behind the scenes. Kids like Danica and Emily, heroes. You're going to hear from them later in our program. They're heroes at such a young age, facing excruciating odds. So thank you so much for being with us today and for helping us make a difference for these kids. Right, Moose?
An incredible difference. And just seeing those kids' faces close up, you are looking into the face of our future and faces of hope. So today, I just want you to know that we've got this great program, but we have some stuff that's going to be happening. So it's virtual, so it's totally live. So right now, hey team, everybody say hello.
Hello.
We've got like 5 people in this room. It's a huge room. It's like they're all like 50 feet apart. But we have this wonderful thing you're going to hear from superstars and warriors and doctors who take care of them. And it's off to the races. And people are right now logged in from all over the place. We have people participating from places outside of Washington, like Portland, Los Angeles, Montana, Alaska, North Carolina, Florida, New York, Indiana, Denmark, South Africa, Netherlands, even India. And from Washington State, Seattle, Tacoma, Cedarville, Spokane, Walla Walla, Duval, Bellevue, Ferndale, Tenneco, Stromek, Sultan, Helmet, Yelmo, Quiston, Indianola, Hansel, Moxie, and even Longmire, and even Forks because of all the vampires up there. So there's a lot of people. It's a lot of love here right now.
A lot of love.
Well, and also remember, we're going to be tagging pictures. Well, we're not. You guys are. And people are already doing it on Facebook. I just found out that Aaron and Trista Ray and their kids, we've got Oli and Emma and Asher in January. They're all tagging. We've got so many cool things. The most important thing is to donate. And so if possible, please use another device so you can stay on the live stream, but use your phone, borrow a phone from your kids, which might be tough, so be careful with that. But please do give us shout outs. Hashtag Run of Hope 2020, show us the love. And donate. Thank you.
Yeah, and before we get on to our special guests, we do want to thank again all of the volunteer committee and the team behind the scenes. There's so many of you. It's hard to, you can't even start, but we have an amazing team, don't we?
They're incredible, absolutely the best.
And of course, thank you to our amazing sponsors. We would not be successful without our generous sponsors who show up every year with us, true partners in every way, helping us to give 100% of your donations directly to research. Every penny, every dollar of the donations you have made or will make will go directly into the hands of researchers. And in fact, almost 90% of our corporate sponsorship dollars will also go directly to the bottom line. So please share our thanks with our sponsors you're about to see on the screen now.
Diamond sponsor, Sarah M. Hughes Foundation. Platinum sponsor, Seattle Cancer Care Alliance. Gold sponsor, Steve Kennedy Team. Gold sponsor, Baird. Bronze sponsor, Blaze Bioscience. Bronze sponsor, Malsum Singh Structural Engineering. Fundraising prize donors, Ethan Stoll Restaurants, Four Seasons Hotel Seattle, N3, Beecher's Handmade Cheese, Seattle Children's Hospital.
So awesome. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors again. And now it's time to introduce our very first special guest. Sorry, got a little distracted with everything going on in the room.
It's totally virtual.
Okay, really, I was all ready to go, but then I got distracted, and now here I am. So anyway, our first very special guest is a brave young woman who's taken the stage for us in recent years many times to share her story and read her incredible poetry. She also designed our official Run of Hope masks. Ta-da. She is the designer of these, which is just awesome. Avery is a brain cancer survivor. Her team, Awesome Avery, tops the fundraising charts at the Run of Hope every year. She just recently turned 15 years old. It's part of our Run of Hope family, so it's my pleasure to introduce Avery, who's going to start us off by reading an original poem.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here at the virtual 2020 Run of Hope. My name is Avery Berg. I am 15 years old, and I am a brain cancer survivor. This morning, I wrote a poem for the event that really reflects the time that we are going through and to remind us that hope is still real. Hope will be there waiting. Watch the clouds fall in front of our eyes. The sounds of thunder lumber around our hollow guises. We are lost of sight and we swallow our grievances. This is not okay, that we do not say that we are empty because of loss. It is okay to be lost in a time like this, when rain keeps penetrating our barriers which seem paper thin and stained with cracks, ready to collide with catastrophe and collapse. We are falling, falling, falling into the abyss. But we must not forget that others are falling with us and falling farther, smacking the impending ground harder, shackles roped around their ankles. That while we are here in desperate places, they are breached in death-defying ones, with hefty weights on their shoulders and boulders pillaging towards them. It feels as if we are all entrapped in a lockbox, strapped inside and unable to break out. We carry clout if we are strong, it seems, and right now we are not strong. But if we do not obliterate the presence of those closer to the edge than us, if we are not just oblivious to the children holding on with dear life, it won't matter how strong we are or how long we can persist. We can be the army we enlist. With assistance, we will rise. The skies will open and hope will be there waiting. I am obligating you with this. Fight. Do not dismiss. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for all donating and just being here to support this event.
Avery, that was absolutely incredible. And the kids like Avery, young adults like Avery, have such quiet voices, but the Run of Hope is their megaphone. This platform is their megaphone. We need to shout this from the rooftops and keep kids away from that abyss. That was amazing. Go team, Awesome Avery.
Yeah, thank you so much, Avery. She's just amazing. And she gives me the perfect lead in to talk about why it's so important for to be funding research, the importance of why we're here, why we're doing the Run of Hope. And I'm going to introduce to you Dr. Nick Vitanza. Nick is a pediatric neuro-oncologist, a lab researcher who's focused on DIPG and other aggressive type of tumors. He runs the CAR T-cell brain tumor program at Seattle Children's. The Run of Hope has helped fund multiple laboratory projects that are now submitted for publication. And his 3 brain tumor CAR T-cell trials are the most at any single program in the entire world. By October 5th, we will have treated 8 patients with this new trial, and 3 of them DIPG patients. And after Nick's video, you'll hear directly from one of his patients, Emily, an incredibly brave young lady currently in a very real battle with brain cancer, and also the captain of the Run of Hope team, Emily's Army.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nick Vitanza, a pediatric neuro-oncologist, a DIPG researcher, and the lead of our CNS CAR T-cell immunotherapy program at Seattle Children's. Just want to say thank you in advance for all the support that you give us in this year through the Run of Hope. I know that it's an incredibly challenging year in a lot of ways, and that I hope everyone is staying as safe and healthy as possible. I also appreciate that this is a year, even for our own family, where you can't support all of the things that you normally would or would normally want to. But I remind you that the other tragedies in the world don't stop just because of the pandemic or other problems that we're going through as a country. In fact, the tragedy of pediatric brain tumors and the way families are infected is probably only compounded with all the other problems that we're having. So your support actually means more this year than it would in any other year. Other grant funding mechanisms are actually decreasing their funding, whether it's St. Baldrick's or whether it's the NCI or whether it's the NIH. They're actually awarding fewer grants this year. And more dollars are going to COVID-related research and away from things like pediatric brain tumors. But we know these families are still struggling. We know that many of these tumors are still fatal. We know that these families need more options and more hope, and that is possible thanks to you. So thank you for anything that you're able to give to the Run of Hope. Thank you for the support that you give to Seattle Children's. I also just want to share with you some of the things we've been able to do in the last few years that is only because of the support that we've gotten through the Run of Hope and the freedom that those dollars have given us. So first of all, we've been able to launch the largest CAR T-cell program in the world. So there's nobody else who has 3 open pediatric brain tumor specific CAR T-cell trials like we do. There's nobody else that's treated as many patients, now about 10 patients as we have. And there's nobody that's learned so much as an institution, and there's nobody who's shared so much with other institutions. We're regularly meeting with other groups that are looking to get their studies off the ground and helping them through the things we've already learned. One small example of a very specific thing we learned thanks to your help is that we weren't sure whether the CAR T-cells we were giving were better if given into the blood of the animals we treat with our pediatric brain tumor models, or whether we should give the CAR T-cells directly into the brains. We ran a study giving the CAR T-cells either into the blood or directly into the brain, and showed that by giving it directly into the brain, animals did much better, the tumors were shrunk faster, and we were able to cure more of the animals that we were enrolling in our studies. This is work that we were able to do through the Run of Hope, and this discovery that the CAR T-cells work better given in the brain has directly impacted our patients, because now all of our CAR T-cell trials are designed so that the CAR T-cells are given directly into the brain. This is a small example of an experiment we had the freedom to do in the lab thanks to philanthropic support, and the immediate impact it has on patients and for our clinical trials. And it's an example of how quickly we're able to translate things in Seattle Children's from the bench to the bedside to reaching patients. We've also been able to develop 5 new DIPG models that we've shared with the world. And while there were other DIPG models in circulation, we were the first people in the United States to share these models that were specifically from biopsies. So children with DIPG can't have a big resection. And so they have these very small biopsies when they're diagnosed. And we've found a way to take these microscopic samples, bring them to the lab, and then develop a model either in a dish or in mice of DIPG. And we've published several papers studying this. We have a paper that we're putting out now on the approach that we use to make these models so that other hospitals can copy what we do and develop more models so we can learn more. We also have another paper under submission right now defining 2 new drugs that work in these models that otherwise were never described before, and hopefully will lead to future clinical trials of these drugs. All these discoveries that we're able to make with CAR T-cells, immunotherapy, DIPG models, are all things that we couldn't do without your support. And while we're going after other grants, and while we have government support for these things, they don't give us the freedom that the support we get from the Run of Hope does. And they're also, money from grants is going away this year as more things are either going to COVID or things from St. Baldrick's to the NCI and the NIH are just awarding fewer grants. That doesn't change the fact that patients are clamoring to get on new clinical trials and to learn about new discoveries. And there's so many patients and families around the country that are in need of hope. And we're only able to deliver that with your support. So on behalf of the over 100 patients who have reached out to me hoping to get on our CAR T-cell trials, on behalf of the patients who have been able to enroll that otherwise didn't have hope or other options, and on behalf of all the patients who in the future will hopefully help and change their outcomes because of the work that we're doing in the lab now, thank you so much. Those of us that see patients, those of us that work exclusively in the lab, we all work as a team at Seattle Children's, and we couldn't do the work that we do without you.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I'm going to be the first DIPG patient for Brainchild 3 at Seattle Children's. I just wanted to say thank you for your continuing support for research, because without it, this wouldn't be possible.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vitanza. And you heard from him how important the money that we raise here today is. He was able to create a trial with funding from the Run of Hope. He has 100 people waiting for this and can only enroll 8. We need to get the funding for him to help kids like Emily. And Emily, we are with you. Emily is making history as we speak, and it's in large part, like I said, due to your funding. Emily's been battling DIPG, the most deadly type of pediatric tumor, with no current curative options. She is patient number 1 in Dr. Vitanza's new groundbreaking trial, Brainchild 3, the first of its kind being offered to DIPG patients, and she is absolutely incredible. We're thinking about you, Emily, and we're committed to helping fund research to find a cure, so thank you.
And speaking of funding, speaking of fundraising.
Speaking of funding,
hey, Mike,
why we're here.
What's the deal? How much, do we have like a little running total so far?
We do, and we are up to over $419,000 in total fundraising.
$419,000
in this year of all years. Isn't that
what do you
crazy?
think we can get to? What do you think we can get to?
I don't know. Well, if we get enough money, maybe we could buy a light so you can see Michael's face over here. It's like, I am in a cave.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, how much money have we raised all together in the whole history of the Run of Hope?
We've raised, before today, we've raised $6.5 million to date for the Run of Hope. Do the math on your computer.
That means if we can get to $500,000, that'll mean $7 million.
Come on, you guys, we can do it. We can do it. Let's get. We were at 419. We need to get to 500,000, and we'll push the 7 million mark. We can do it. All right. So you remember how to donate. It's better if you use somebody else's device so you don't lose the live stream, which we want to keep you here.
Which is
still got more to
thrilling.
go. You guys want to hang out. We've got great stuff coming up. But use somebody's iPad. Use your phone. Easy. Just go to the website runofhopeseattle.org and click the donate button. It's super easy.
Smile.
Anyway, so all of our teams and participants have done such an incredible job with their fundraising this year. So let's take a minute to give them some love. Here's Mike to give the update.
All right, you will see the top 5 fundraising teams from this year. Look at these amazing numbers. We wish we could fit all of our teams up on this list, but congratulations, Team Sarah Mary, Max, Awesome Avery, Lukalicious, and Bork. Congratulations to every single team and every fundraiser. Thank you so much for all of your hard work that you and your families have done to support you. And for the 7th time in 12 years, we would like to congratulate Team Sarah Mary for winning the Sarah M. Hughes Award for Top Team Fundraising. Congratulations. Woo-hoo! Sarah is the namesake for this award, and we will never forget Sarah playing the guitar with the band during our original Run of Hope back in 2009. It's an honor to have that beautiful memory of her and how much she means to our Run of Hope family. Now, here are the top 5 individual fundraisers for 2020. Great job, Max, Jennifer, Gabe, Moose Lips, and Vicky, who just came in overnight into the top 5 spot. But we are so grateful to have every single fundraiser that has supported us this year. Thank you so much for your hard work and fundraising year after year.
That's awesome. Congratulations,
awesome.
everyone. And this just in, we actually have a prize for the top kids fundraiser for somebody younger than 18. And that person happened to be Avery Berg this year. And we have this awesome prize. And she said, you know what? I want you guys to donate that back, which means something, because let me tell you, Avery is a huge Seahawk fan. And that prize happened to be an autographed Russell Wilson jersey. And she doesn't want it. Well, she might want it, but she wants to donate it back so that we can raise even more money today. So what are we going to do about that?
Well, hold up so they can see that it's a real
so you
thing.
can see it. Future Hall of Faming for people. I'm sorry if you're not in Seattle, but he is an MVP.
No, it doesn't. It smells like springtime. This is amazing. The first person that donates $1,000, these are collector's items. Do not wear this to the park. This is like in a frame in your house.
That's right.
Don't let your cat sleep on it. First donation of $1,000 that we gets this autographed jersey from Russell Wilson.
Yeah, so we have Christy, who's working on the chat. You can tell her in the Run of Hope chat if you want to buy this right now. We also have Mike check in donations. We're going to be looking. We'll report back later, but the next person that makes this donation will be the proud owner, and we'll get back to you and catch you. I know someone's going to do it like any second now, right? Any second now. This thing's gone. It's
only money. You can make more.
Yeah, so thank you so much to all of our fundraising teams and individuals. You guys are amazing. And now back to the program, because we're going to hear next from Dr. Jim Olson to find out why survival rates for brain tumors are actually higher in Seattle. Jim is a pediatric neuro-oncologist at Seattle Children's, a research scientist at Fred Hutch, who with your help and the help of events like this has taken tumor paint from a crazy idea to clinical trial in record-breaking time for kids. Also with our support, he's been able to set up a living biobank of pediatric tumor samples to be shared throughout the world, not just the country, for any researcher who needs them. Also, his tumor paint research has evolved into a new drug discovery program called Project Violet to develop additional therapies for children with brain tumors.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jim Olson, reaching out to you from Seward Park. I'm looking across the lake at the place where we have the Run of Hope each year, and I have the fondest of memories of prior events and great longing for the future. People from all across the Pacific Northwest, the United States, and even around the world bring their kids to Seattle Children's for brain tumor care. And the reason for this is because of our reputation. Plain and simply, about 10 kids out of every 100 that wouldn't survive if they were treated elsewhere in the country will survive because they're treated here. That's right. Overall, over many years, our survival rates are about 10% higher than the rest of the country. Why is that? A big part of the reason is because we integrate research and clinical care. We had brain tumor paint available for patients years before it was available anywhere else. We developed a personalized genetic-based medicine for kids many years before insurance companies were paying for it. And in some cases, we were able to treat those kids with a pill a day instead of chemotherapy or radiation therapy because we understood the mutation that was causing their cancer and we could go after it in a targeted way. We have one of the best clinical trial programs in the country, and we've learned more about DIPGs and several other types of just menacing pediatric brain tumors than most places can, and it's because we integrate the clinical work, the research work, the laboratory resources of building models of all these tumors, and the caring work of our very attentive nurses, physicians, and clinical team. Why is this all possible? Well, a huge part of the reason is because of our patient families and their philanthropic work through their support networks, their families, and events like the Run of Hope. So it was patient families that funded the brain tumor paint when we were just getting it started and before we had funding from the National Cancer Institute. It was patient families through the Run of Hope that built over 50 models of pediatric brain tumors that are now used worldwide. It was the Run of Hope that supported genomic-based precision medicine years before insurance companies started paying for it. And all those clinical trials that we run, not enough money comes from the organizations that sponsor them, and all of the gap is coming from philanthropic sources like the Run of Hope. So if you're trying to think about whether or not you should donate to Run of Hope, reach out to your friends and family about Run of Hope, I ask you to just think about this. At Seattle Children's, 10 kids out of every 100 survive that wouldn't survive if they were treated elsewhere in the country because of our integrated research and clinical program. And Run of Hope is essential for driving the research component of that. So I encourage you to go big this year. Go bigger, as big as you can. Just go as big as you can and help make this a continuing reality of improved survival, better outcomes, one of the world's most robust programs, and an incredible community that we've built together. Thank you.
Dr. Olson is absolutely amazing. And Jim, I so wish that we could have seen you this year. I didn't even know you knew how to button a shirt. You're always out there in sweatshirts, sweatpants, running, hiking, biking, thinking about how to change the world. Your work is saving lives. Thank you so much. His work is saving lives.
His work is definitely saving lives, and it's impacting a lot of kids. So is Dr. Vatanza's work, as you guys have heard a lot about all of that today. And now it is the perfect lead-in to our parent-patient speaker, Audrey Taylor, and her incredible daughter, Danica. Danica is only 4 years old, but has been battling ATRT, a very aggressive type of cancer, for nearly 3 years. She's endured 23 surgeries in total and spent most of her young life in and out of the hospital. We're so grateful to have them here today to tell us about their incredible journey. And Danica, one of her favorite things is to have these princess dresses. So she's very well known at the hospital as their warrior princess.
Hi, my name is Audrey Taylor. I am a mother of Danica Taylor, a very special little girl. She's 4, and she's already been through more than most people have been through in their entire lifetime. Before she was diagnosed with brain cancer, we lived in Skagway, Alaska. My husband drove a train up there. We built a house, we had 2 kids, and another one on the way. They're in the background, and here's my boys. So, when Danica was 1 and Gus was 3, they did what every other kid did. They splashed in puddles, they pulled carrots out of the ground, they ate these horrible high bush cranberries that are too sour for consumption, but you know, kids. And we spent any time that we had for vacation in Washington State where my family lived. And that's where we were when Danica had her first headache. We had 5 weeks of a merry-go-round between doctors' offices and home where scary things kept happening before we finally turned all the stones and the pediatrician said, that's it. This is just, let's cut to the chase and do an MRI. So we did it. It was the day after Thanksgiving. She was 21 months old and they discovered a golf ball-sized tumor in the parietal region of her brain. The next day, we were in Seattle Children's Hospital. She had her tumor removed, and she was diagnosed with atypical teratoid rhabdoid tumor, which is a fast-growing cancer of the brain and spinal cord. It's grade 4, which means it's aggressive. There is no grade 5. And to treat an aggressive grade 4 brain cancer, you have to throw everything you can at it. So we did that. We did 6 months of chemotherapy, including 3 stem cell transplants and high-grade radiation. And after that, you sit and you wait and you hope for the best. So we went home to Skagway. We enjoyed life, but life was really rough. We had a lot of unexpected medical trips, big surgeries, little surgeries, Coast Guard visits, ambulance rides. It was a lot to deal with the aftermath where she's supposed to be healthy. She was healthy, but her disease was coming back. So when it came back, unfortunately, you can't just do the same thing. You can't just keep removing real estate from a kid's brain. I mean, we did what we could, but we looked around for anything we could throw at this disease. Our doctors found for us a clinical trial, an oral medication, and we put her on that. And then something unexpected happened. Her old scar broke open, and her CSF started leaking. This poor kid ended up with meningitis. Turns out her shunt was broken. And on top of it, we couldn't even close the wound. So she was in the hospital to address this for 75 days. She had 12 surgeries, including a bone graft, a skin graft, and a muscle graft where they took the latissimus dorsi from her back and they put it on her head. I just can't make this stuff up. It was a lot. Oh, and also this was during COVID, so it was very isolating. And also, she had 3 different extraventricular brain drains, that's what I call them, sorry, drains in her head, stitched to her scalp, and it essentially harnesses you to the bed. This is a 4-year-old that was stuck in those conditions. This kid has been through a lot. She's been through so much bitterness and pain, but she's come out sweet. Being known by her is a joy. Being loved by her is an honor. She makes the world a better place right now. And among the things that could happen to her, one of the worst would be for people to know her story and to look away because it's painful. She's been on a clinical trial for 10 months and she's doing very well, I'm pleased to say, but I'm worried all the time. I get to worry all the time that it will come back. It could come back. And then I need to know if our plane is going to crash, that someone is building a runway. Will you please help? Please help. Please don't look away. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, now.
Hi, I am Harrison. I love my sister. Please donate.
Thank you.
Hey, Cookie and Donkey.
Hi, Corey and Susan.
Oh, my
Cookie and Donkey.
My heart. Danica is amazing. And Danica, you do make the world a better place right now, right at this very moment. You're 4 years old. You've been through so much. It's for kids like her that we need to blow this fundraising out of the water here today. Find the donate button. Donate now. We appreciate it so very much.
Yeah, that's right. With your donation, we're making incredible impact. We're working hard to save the lives of Emily and Danica and so many more who are battling for their lives right now. And you can donate to Emily's Army and to Danica anytime you want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it could be tomorrow. It could be next month. It could be, make a donation whenever is right for you, but it doesn't have to be today.
Yeah.
It could be tomorrow.
For the next month.
For the next month. You
Today
can
would be
just keep
nice.
donating. So tell all your friends too. You can just hey, I just heard this story about Danica and please donate. So share the love, everybody. Share the love.
It's only really by creating this team and nurturing this team that these connections go out farther and farther. So we want you to stay connected on social media. Get the word out. Be the megaphone for kids like Danica and kids like Avery. This is so important. Now, some of you sent in some photos.
Oh, wait.
Now. What?
Wait, this just in.
Guess
what? We have a winner. We have a winner for the
winner of the Seahawks jersey.
Seahawks jersey. Jenny Ritchie. Yes,
Jenny Ritchie.
Oh my gosh, this is on behalf of her beloved dad, an avid Seahawk fan who lived for 22 hard, incredible, beautiful months with brain cancer. Oh my gosh.
We're thinking about your dad, Jenny.
I'm so glad that you got this. Thank you so much for your support. We're thinking about your dad. Yeah, go Hawks today. Big game.
And how about let's try to get Russell Wilson in one of the teams for the Run of Hope next year.
Yeah, he is. Although Russell Wilson is a huge supporter of cancer research at Seattle Children's, we're really grateful to him. He's really helped us.
I still want a team.
He still wants his team. All right, awesome. Okay. So now here we got, here's the video. We did, like you started to say, but I so rudely interrupted.
Oh, yes, of course.
But it was for exciting news.
I know it's important.
So we have a video. We asked all of you to send in your photos and thanking everybody for their donations. So we've got a great video, but stay tuned and come back because we have a final closing we don't want you guys to miss.
You're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in your light. Cooler than the flip side of my pillow. That's right. Completely unaware. Nothing can compare to where you send me. Lets me know that it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. In the moments when my good times start to fade, you make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile. Even when you're gone, somehow you come along just like a flower poking through the sidewalk crack. And just like that, you steal away the rain. And just like that, you make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile. Don't know how I live without you, 'cause every time that I get around you, I see the best of me inside your eyes. You make me smile. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. You make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like smile.
Oh, Sarah was at the end there. I just want to hug everybody. I'll try. It's difficult virtually, but that's the biggest drawback of this.
We're trying to stay
the absence
socially
of hug.
distanced.
I know,
Okay,
it's
we're
tough.
trying.
It is 6 feet. We got a little tilted
It's a
floor
weird
here.
angle with the camera.
It is. Okay, folks. Oh, this just in. My friends, mes amis, Josh and Julie Couture, Victor's Victory. By the way, we love your daughter Tiger, also amazing. And they have just decided they want to do a match. They will match the next $500 that comes into Victor's Victory for the Run of Hope. They'll match dollar for dollar, $500. So merci beaucoup.
Hey, it's a great idea too for other teams that want to do that.
Match. That's the way to do it.
great.
Get the word out. So folks, now I know you get your shoes laced up. You're thinking about walking, running, biking, swimming, eating hot dogs. I mean, you could eat those
You could eat
two-minute
hot
dogs.
dogs. Somebody ran in a suit last year. Somebody ran in a full
I know, he
suit
lost
and
a
tie.
bet. And after
he
he's like,
lost
I
a
feel
bet.
good. But here's the thing. So, but we don't want, you've been sitting around during this thrilling virtual live stream. And some of you are probably not really stretched out. So I'm going to have Erin is going to actually, she doesn't know that we're doing this. She's going to stretch out and just follow what she's doing so you can get stretched. Because we don't want you pulling a hammy or anything.
You never know what you're going to get with moose lips, I got to say.
Heads, shoulders, knees and toes,
gosh.
knees and toes. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Okay, too early.
Ears, elbows, thighs and feet. Thighs and feet.
no.
No, I got it.
Okay,
ears, elbows, thighs and feet. Thighs and feet. Isn't donating in the morning neat? Ears, elbows, thighs and feet. Thighs and feet. Now whoever does that for the entire length of the run, go for it. That is awesome. So I was off screen because I wanted her to be doing the thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I thought we were stretching. I don't know. I mean, okay.
Look, I'm
so
flying,
oh my gosh,
I'm
he's
flying.
flying. Okay. So get your shoes laced up. Who's biking? Who's swimming? Do anything. But no. Oh, another thing is don't continue to donate. Tell your friends and family. We will also be recording or posting the recording of this. So if you know friends and family that missed it, maybe they were out running, didn't know there was a program, we're going to post it to our website later on today.
Maybe they're out making more money so they could donate more money.
That's
yes.
right. But there's still a little bit more to come because, first of all, from all of us at the Run of Hope Committee, we thank you. I wish our whole team could be in front of us right now or with us right now. A lot of people dedicated to this cause to make this event a reality. So to my fellow committee members, I thank you. I love you. You are difference makers, as Avery would say. Remember that all of you who are donated are literally saving lives with your support and donations. I mean that literally. And for that, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. All right, so Moose, Mike, do we have a final number?
We have a final number. Let's be the megaphone for these kids right now. Mike's checking his computer.
We have a final number. Trying to put it on the big board for you, but we are up to $423,463.
Okay, $423,460. Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
Okay.
Within $3.
That's only like
only need-
$75,000
We only need
away from getting our
$75,000.
$7 million.
Come on, we can do that, you guys. We have a month to do it, right? We don't
Yeah.
have to do it all today, but
If
keep
you want to do it today, it would
fundraising.
make us happy.
We
But
can
yes.
we would be really happy. Somebody can just give us $75,000. That would be awesome.
That'd be nice.
We know that that's hard.
Extra
all right, so
zeros,
that's
please.
great. But you can, like we said, we can still donate tomorrow. Help us in this next month. Help us get to that 7 million.
Let's
and
do
now
it.
we have to say goodbye. We hope you had fun. We got one more thing for you though. Stay here. We hope you had fun, and it's time to get ready to go to the start line. And remember, everyone, the run is virtual, but
Well, I missed my line. I was supposed to do the previous one.
oh, we're messing
Yes,
up.
we're going to go to the start line. It's very important. I was looking over at Puck. She's so excited about this whole thing.
Okay.
Yes, but so the run is virtual.
Hope is real.
But hope is real. 1, 2, 3. Hope is real.
Oh my gosh, we couldn't have butchered that more, could we?
I know,
Yeah,
it's-
but that's okay.
it's
Hope is still
virtual,
real.
it's live.
We have hope that we'll do it better next time. Anyway, so here's our official send-off from, I think Danica in her video referred to Cookie and Donkey. And that's actually our neuro-oncology nurse practitioners who are the glue that keeps everybody together. They take care of all the patient families. That's right.
But wait, don't hit the video yet. Because
What
I just
did
got
I
to tell you.
miss?
No, I got to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm going off script. That's bizarre.
Okay.
I was at a memorial service for Brandon Bronze a number of years ago. Brandon's Goal, one of our teams. And I was sitting next to Corey Hepner, and somebody was asking her, how can you do this amazing work? How can you deal with this? And she says, we don't do these kiddos any favors by not falling in love with them. And that is so true. So let's show them the love. Let's donate. Let's make hope real for everyone.
And what we're talking about here is Corey and Susan. We're not doing anything.
Hello and welcome to the virtual Run of Hope. My name is Susan Holtzclaw. And I'm Corey Hepner. We are the nurse practitioners on the brain tumor team at Seattle Children's Hospital. It has been our joy over the years to care for brain tumor patients, and the Run of Hope has always been one of our favorite events.
We are so sorry that we can't be together today, but I am sure that everybody has been so motivated that they're going to go do a 5K run, 3K walk, 20-mile bolt, an ultra marathon, because in 2020 we've all been super motivated to train.
Really? Have you done that, Corey?
Well, I've trained for what I do really well during the Run of Hope, which is eat baked goods and hug people.
Oh, except for you can't hug people, Corey.
Oh, Susan, you're right.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
All right, but just know that just how everybody is virtually running today, Susan and I are going to be virtually hugging you guys as well.
So everyone get ready to run with love, run with hope, and get ready to start the 12th annual Run of Hope.
All right, we're going to count down now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa! Look how fast everyone's going, Corey. Jeez, they are out there.
Wow.
Yeah, flying.
So, everybody, run fast, sit comfortably, hug your allowed people, and hopefully someday soon we'll be able to be together soon. All right, bye.
It's alright, baby. We're gonna